Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to talk about Chapter 7 Attitudes and Attitude Change. In the next slide, we have learnings objectives. We have six. 1. Define attitude and describe attitude components. Number 2. Describe the function of attitudes. 3. Understand how the hierarchy of effects concept applies to attitude theory. 4. Comprehend the major consumer attitude models. 5. Describe attitude change theories and their role in persuasion. And last, understand how message and source effects influence persuasion. So, ano mga ginagawa ng mga marketers? Okay, we marketers, we build positive feeling toward to product, which can lead to brand loyalty or word of mouth support. However, if may na-experience sila na negative dun sa product na yun, is may influensyahan din nila yung ibang tao na wag bumili dun sa brand na yun. So, importante siya pag-aralan ang consumer attitude. Hindi lang siya pwede sa businesses. Pwede rin siyang mag-apply sa politicians, leaders, artists to succeed. Attitudes and attitude components. Attitudes are lasting evaluation that guide consumer behavior. They influence how people respond to products and brands. Positive value creates positive attitudes, while poor value creates negative ones. For example, umorder ka sa Shopee. Tapos, kung paano mo nakita yung product na yun, ay ganun din yung pagka-receive mo. And nagka-create siya ng positive attitude. While sa negative attitude naman, nga umorder ka nga sa Shopee, pero pagka-receive mo, yun na, wasak-wasak na. So, doon magka-create ang negative attitude. Components of attitude. According to ABC model of attitude, we have three parts. 1. Affect. 2. Behavior. And 3. Cognition. So, ano ba yung affect? The affect, the emotional response or feelings toward an object. For example, I really like my new iPad. So, saan yung affect dun? Gustong-gusto niya daw yung bago niyang iPad. Sa behavior naman, the action or intention a person shows toward the object. For example, I always buy Apple products. So, ang behavior niya dun is palagi daw siya bumibili ng Apple products. And last, cognition, the beliefs or thoughts about the object. For example, my iPad helps me study. So, yung iPad niya daw ay natutulungan daw siya mag-study. Okay, let's talk about function of attitudes. Attitudes guide behavior in four ways. 1. Utilitarian function. Ito yung nagsisik ng reward or nag-avoid ng punishment. Number 2 is knowledge function. Ito yung nag-organize ng information. Value expressive function. Ito yung pinapakita yung values and yung beliefs nila. And last is ego defensive function. Ito yung nagpo-protect ng self-esteem. Okay, let's talk about utilitarian function. Consumers form attitudes to gain benefits or avoid negatives. For example, kagusto siya ng iPhone kasi useful daw yung features niya. Or bumili siya ng mga trendy clothes kasi para sa social approval. Okay, next slide. Hierarchy of effects. Attitudes form in different sequence of affect, behavior, and cognition. So, depende ito sa situation. So, sa next slide, i-explain natin kung ano yung mga hierarchy effects of high involvement, low involvement, and etc. Okay, let's talk about the hierarchy effects of high involvement. Okay, used for important high-risk purchases. So, yung mga consumer is pinag-iisipan mo na nila, then magkaka-affect sila. And sunod is behavior. For example, bumili siya ng laptop. So, bago niya binili yung laptop is i-research niya muna yung specs and ano yung reviews dun sa laptop na yun. And nagkaka-form siya ng learn. And next is, yun nga pa, after niya mag-research ng specs and pagbasa niya ng mga reviews, yun nga nagkaka-form ng affect. And last is, yun nga, binili na niya yung laptop na yun, which is behavior. Okay, let's talk about low involvement hierarchy. So, ginagamit lang ito sa mga simple like low risk purchases. So, yung mga consumer naman dito is nag-iisip nga, pero nag-iisip nga sila, pero wala pang effect doon. Yung effect is sa last pa lang. So, ang mauna dito, cognition, behavior, and effect. For example, bumili siya ng toothpaste. So, binili niya lang yung toothpaste kasi nakita niya lang ito sa ads. So, binili niya yung ads na yun kahit hindi niya nafe-feel kung ano ba yung toothpaste na yun. And the last naman is, yun nga, na-satisfied siya. So, yun na yung affect niya. Okay, let's start. Okay, next, experiential hierarchy. Driven by emotion and feelings. So, yung mga consumer is nag-a-act sila, ay, feel ko okay to. Feel ko tama to. Then, doon pa nila pag-iisipan. For example, is watching a movie. So, napanood mo yung trailer ng movie na yun. So, nung pagkalabas ng movie, is pinanood mo siya sa cinema. And after nun, is dun mo pa pag-iisipan yung story. And ginudge mo if worth it ba yung pag-nood mo sa sine. So, first is, nagpo-form siya ng feel. And next is do. And last is learn. Okay? Last but not the least, behavioral influence hierarchy. Behavior is shaped by external factors, not strong beliefs or feelings. For example, is kumain ka sa bagong restaurant. Pumunta ka lang kasi in-invite ka ng kaibigan mo. So, nagpo-form siya ng do. And next is, nagustuhan mo yung mga pagkain ng restaurant na yun. Tapos, masarap sa feeling yung atmosphere dun. Yun yung nafe-feel mo. And then, yung last is, natutunan mo yung mga background dun sa restaurant na yun. Tapos, yung mga menu nila. So, dun nag-form ang learn. Consumer attitude models. Understanding consumer attitudes helps explain how people act in the market. Since attitudes guide decisions, marketers use models to measure and study them. One known model is the attitude toward the object, modeled by Fishbane in Age Z. These models help predict behavior and build strategies that fit customer beliefs and preferences. Okay, next slide. The ATO model says that people don't judge a product as a whole right away. Instead, they look at its different features or attributes. Then combine this judgment to form an attitude. So, dito sa slide na to, is papakita ko sa inyo yung formula. And ibig sabihin ng formula. So, yung A is overall attitude score. Hindi naman is strength or belief that the product has the attribute. And E naman is how important or desirable the attribute is. And N naman is number of attributes. For example, is camera quality. Yung believe niya doon is iPhone X daw ay maganda daw yung camera niya. So, yung rate niya daw doon is 4 out of 5. Ang importante lang daw doon is yung camera ng iPhone X. So, yung rate niya doon sa camera is 5/5. So, ang mangyayari dito is yung believe sa 4, yung believe niya na yung camera daw is 4, then yung importance niya is 5, so ang mangyayari is 4 times 5. So, equals to 20. Application of ATO approach. This helps identify important features and how consumers see brand. Since beliefs are easier to change than values, marketers focus on beliefs, ratings, and awareness. Next slide. Do attitude always predict behavior? A positive, a positive attitude doesn't always mean purchase. Barriers like high price, low involvement, or weak attitudes can block buying. Strong, high involvement attitudes predict behavior better. Next, behavioral intentions model, also called the theory of reason action, focuses on intentions shaped by attitude toward the behavior, subjective norm. So this is influence of others. Next slides. Attitude toward companies. So mga consumer is tinitingnan muna nila yung company ethics and practices nila that can affect product attitudes. So a good company image creates stronger brand loyalty. Last, attitude tracking. So attitude tracking, measuring consumer attitudes once is not enough. Kasi papapalitan pa to. So attitude tracking watches how attitudes shift over time due to ads, experiences, or a company image. This helps businesses stay updated and adjust their strategies.
Attitude change theory and precision. So, how persuasion affect and changes attitude. So, dito, kapag na-persuade mo ang isang tao, in psychological terms, naapektuhan mo talagang attitude nito. Kasi imagine this, while you are persuading this person, yung defense mechanism nito sa utak is nag-iiba. Meaning, kapag napagkatiwalaan ka niya sa mga sinasabi mo, means the positive, the attitude will become positive. Okay? But, it will backfire kapag hindi maganda yung pag-persuade mo. Masyadong pangit or hindi maganda. If that's the case, then the persuasion is failed, then the attitude will definitely change, but in a more negative manner. That's how attitude changes via persuasion. Um, Ganito kasi talaga, the more we persuade this person, the more na nag-activate yung defense mechanism nito kasi sasabihin niya, bakit mo ako pinapersuade? Bakit mo ako pinipilit? Of course, sabihin yun subconsciously. Hindi siya conscious about that in psychological terms because people are using their subconscious 24/7. It means they have decision in their minds unconsciously. Okay? I did a research about that a year ago and that's how it is. Persuasion can definitely change someone's attitude, but at a cost that it can become a double-edged sword because it could backfire or it could benefit you. Remember, kapag successful yung persuasion, magiging suki mo yung tao, babalik-balik siya. You will also get recommended, di ba? I-recommend ka niya kasi magaling ka magsalita kasi ganito. Persuasion comes from the mouth, our mouth. So, yun ang masasabi ko. So, everybody, according to the Atto model, both products, attributes, and evaluation matter in changing attitude. How about this? You are expert in beauty product. It has a retinol in it. You know that retinol can cause a breakout in your face when get damaged by UV rays. That's according to the biochemistry labs of the skincare. Now, nung nalaman mo yun, your attitude will change because the attribute of that product contains retinol. That's an example. Again, another example. Gumagamit ka ng tinatawag nating gym, sports, something like powder or supplements. Nalaman mong gumagamit sila ng hindi FDA approved or hindi na chemicals or hindi FDA approved talaga yung mismo supplement na yun. Of course, your product will change. This one is a flexible and a compatible one in some scenarios. Be careful because this is very flexible to the point na talagang sobrang flexible niya. That's how it is. Evolution of the product. If you see a 1-star product of the shop, your attitude will change. Of course, you won't buy it. Diba? You see a boxing gloves, 1 star, madaling masira. No, you won't buy it. My attitude, either won't buy it. Because I saw 1 star, diba? Sinong bibili ng 1 star? That's how attitude it is. Marketers already know that. Especially you, my classmates. Another slide. Marketers may change consumer beliefs. Of course, it's possible. It's possible. 100% possible. But if a consumer is very skeptical, mahirapan ka talaga. Human minds are malleable. Malleable. Their ego too. Kaya change yun ng marketers. That's how simple it is. Human minds are very malleable talaga. Totoo yan. Some of the marketers change belief or feelings first than behavior. So that's their attempt. But what if you do a reverse to it? If you do a reverse to it, it will become good also. It actually depends on what the person is thinking on how you can persuade this person at a subconscious level. But it actually depends situational. It can be logical if you can read body language, but most of the time it is situational. So changing evaluation, marketers can change the evaluation. Of course, they can change the evaluation by the means of their words, by the means of how they speak. So ganun talaga sila mga marketers. Because magaling sila mag-persuade. So behavioral approach. So ang ano nito is change mo na yung mga belief or system or kung anong naka-embed or something like that. So ang ginawa nun is hindi mo na i-change yung behavior kundi yung beliefs or perception mo na. It says here that schema contains affection or feelings. So it says here that scheme could change attitude. What is a scheme? A scheme is a conceptual framework or perception or whatever you call it fits. That's a schema. So talagang makaka-affect yun because at an exponential level it could influence you. Elaboration, likelihood model, it's actually a consumer involvement. The more na involve yung consumer, the more na you can persuade or you can gain the trust or stimulate the consumer or any stuff that will fit. Peripheral route. The consumer is unlikely to develop cognitive responses. Yun, summarize na. Central route, everybody. If he or her tingin niya na magbe-benefit siya or tingin niya na seems sa situation niya or tingin niya need niya to, of course, i-comprehend niya yung message. Yun lang talaga yun. No other meaning. Interactive communication, of course. The communication between the consumer and the seller. Yung pag-iusap nila. Of course, kailangan magkaroon ng report, kailangan magkaroon ng flow, kailangan magkaroon ng persuasion, nandun na yung basic stats, you know what I'm saying, message appeal, adding sex appeal, actually they are adding appeal to this kind of messages, no? So paano nila yung ginagawa? Some marketers put beautiful messages that's promising benefits here, thinking that all of us can benefit in that. Title pa lang, maangas na. Di ba? Sino ba wala mabibili ang title lang ganun kalait? I forgot. If they include sex appeal, they will use models who have good facial features. No, that will include models who has good facial features. Appeals, invoking the nature of comedy. No, magiging masaya sa ads, komedyante. Fear appeals, evoking fear to the people. Like, papangit ka pag di ka gumamit nito. It's not. It's not like that. So, fear is like when people look at the commercial or ads, when they invoke the feelings of fear or frightening to the people's heart. The theory states the people will buy that same humor. If they invoke laugh, comedy, they will buy it. I will give you an example. In 2008 or 9, a famous person who promotes this food. I forgot what's the food called. Uh, I think he's Jingoy. He promote this kind of food na parang 5 pesos lang. This 5 pesos food is said to be masarap. 5 pesos lang may ulam ka na. Example. Example naman ng fear appeal is, hindi ka ba tumatangkad? Mataba ka ba? Of course, the people will feel fear. Insecure. So they will buy this product. And my own research, not all the time it works. It's just a theory itself. Message, of course, mensahe. Kung ano yung gusto mo yung parating, yun yung message. Di ba? That's what a message is. Source effect, characteristic of a person. Source feature is katulad ng matching type sa exam. If it is relevant to the product, it is good. Parang matching type lang yung sa exam. Yan. Source attractiveness, dinagamit nila yung mga model na magaganda, maputi para makahikayat or makahalina ng mga tao. It's kinda effective. Especially for girls who are for a beauty product. Girls are the most victims of it. According to the statistics. 2024 ko pa nabasa, not sure ko ngayon. I think kasali na rin ng mga boys kasi hindi ko alam Serial position, Tenet. Oh my god. Tenet. Primacy effect. Early is the most influential according to it. Recency is when material is presented later.